Happy Friday morning. I sat up last night for a while, and I don't know if you could see it, but I sketched out some dogwoods. So I'm going to spend just a couple minutes working on that this morning. So to find a brown. So we're just gonna, I am just going to spend a few minutes this morning trying to get like my basic branches. And I usually let you see some of it, but I don't always come back and finish something right in front of anybody. But you could ask me to do that if you want. Just make a little note in the comments, because you know what? They send me a little email if somebody leaves a note. And so I've got my pencil sketch, but I don't really like to see pencil in watercolor, so I'm going to try to get it so that I can erase a good chunk of it. I don't know if that'll happen or not. So on here, what I did was I drew the flowers, and then I went back and put branches in and leaves, which is funny because that's not how it starts. It starts with sticks and branches and leaves first. However, what I want to do is I want to get just some spatial stuff done. And since the pencil is so light, I can only see a little bit of it. But I was talking to my friend, and she was saying that her mom really loves dogwoods, and so I like them too. I've only seen them a couple of times in real life, I think, but the petals are so pretty. So I don't know, we're going to see if we can kind of back into the petals. And by that, I mean I may have to, well, here, you just watch. I think I'm going to have to, like, kind of do the negative space. I think this is something that's going to take a little while because there's flowers all over this really large piece of paper. So, to the best of my experimentation, if I'm doing negative space, I'm trying to leave the pristine, okay, do I have any paint on my brush? The pristine white parts alone. And then if I put just a little bit of color in here, this may take a few times, but if I put a little color in here, then they kind of come away from the page, because you can't really paint white, use white paint to paint them, because that, that's just not going to work. So I'm trying to add just a tiny bit of green or blue, so it's just like if you look at clouds, you'll see lots of other colors in there besides just white and gray, and sometimes it makes other things really stand out. So anyway, it's an experiment, sort of. And I think, later after I get some of this background in, then what I'll come back and do is I'll do a real kind of pale bluish. Well, okay, that's not as pale as I wanted, but let's just go with it here. And this may be an exercise in futility, but I don't know. I'm thinking it might not be. But the fun part is like if you're doing it like this, okay, again, a little too much. But we will take that and kind of put it in here. I really don't want that much blue, so now I'm going to have to hurry up. And kind of get the water to drag it where it needs to be and not so much. And because I have too much crap on my table, I have got to, I've got this paper kind of leaning to one side, so I don't want it to get, where, okay, can I think and do anything? Oh, dang it. Oh, I don't want it to dribble down and pool. That's what I want. So we're just putting color just kind of quickly because I try to steal time from wherever I can. And right now it's like, I think it's just a little bit after 6 and I've already gotten up and showered and made breakfast and fed my dog. Okay, because, ooh, yes, see, I'm liking this. We're just going to hit a little tiny bit more blue and add it to this green. And hopefully, because I've got my phone in my hand, I'm hoping that I'm keeping the camera pointed on what I'm doing, not just my leg or the ground or something. Okay, so we're just going to take this and we're going to, am I even paying attention? So obviously, wherever these dogwoods are, it's going to be a beautiful, lovely little day. So I'm going to get a little bit, paper sliding. I wish I could do like the regular video and then do the time-lapse one so that I don't have to figure out what I'm supposed to be talking about. Whoa, okay, we had a total shift because the paper decided to slide down off of what it was sitting on. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, we'll define this a little bit later, but right now, I just want to get some green on there just because I want to see. I like to do this in the morning because then I can kind of think about what I'm going to do when I get home from work because this is what I'll do after work too. Okay. This is okay. And we're going to come in here. Oh, no, not with green. Nope, didn't want to do oh, hello. Hello, blue, that I did not want to happen right there. Dang it. And I don't like to waste paint either. But I kind of love this color right here, but it just doesn't. I think we're going to pick some of it up and do this instead. Kai, I really, really hate to mess up that blue because that is gorgeous. Maybe we can put it up here. So sometimes in the evenings when I'm just watching TV, I will just kind of doodle and figure out what I want to attack the next day. You know, you could spend your whole life trying to get the right colors and the right shapes, and I'm thinking that this is something I'll probably do as long as I can still have feeling in my hands and I still have an imagination. I think that I love this so much that I'm just going to leave it alone. And I will be stuck with it because once it sits there all day, I don't think I can pick it up off the paper. So I like it so much, I think I'm going to drop some. Oh, yeah, that didn't work. So now you know why paintings cost so much. It's because it takes forever sometimes. Okay, this is not. Okay, we're going to get this in here, and then we're going to stop. But we don't want that. And I think we'll just make this a nice little place to dump some of that blue. I don't know why I like that little dot right there. So this is the beginning of my dogwoods. I'm going to do one more thing, and that is just because I like to see what's... Wait, not that. Center of the flowers. When I start thinking about trying to keep my hand steady, then my hand really shakes. God, my time is up. And I still want to paint. And I should probably stop because I'll try to keep doing this real fast. And I have to come back here with yellow, but I have to wait till the green dries. Really, as much as I like my job, I could stay here and paint and be just fine. So, let's see. A little bit here and just a tiny bit more of the branches because I saw one right there. And then I'm out the door. I know this isn't the greatest brown, but I can come back and build on this brown after a while. Because watercolor is, it's just a layering on of color a lot of times. And if you can see these pencil lines, don't pay attention because I'll just go back and erase them when I'm all done. Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out and watching paint dry with me. Have a good Friday.